So I filmed this similar to the first dance, but I kind of limit my B-roll creativeness, if you would say, because the mother-son, father-daughter dance, I really focus on the emotions. I really focus on the facial expressions that the father is going to give off or that the mother is going to give off. So that's what I really focus on, is their facial expressions during the dance, because a lot of moms get emotional, a lot of dads get emotional given, knowing that their daughter is getting married, she's happy, and life kind of went well for her despite what she's been through. So there's a lot of emotions going on with parents, man. Me myself being a father, just imagine my daughter right now. She's 4 months old, right? I'm 34. She's 4 months old, and 30 years from now I'll be 64, right? And she will be 30, and let's say she's getting married at 30, or let's say she's getting married at 20, and I'll be 54. Yeah, at least 54. Let me be a little bit young, right? So she's getting married at 20, and I'm just probably going to be reminiscing of all the trouble she went through, if she does get into, which I hope not, because I'm going to try my best to lead her, through the right direction and try and give her the best I can as a parent, try and raise her in a good neighborhood and try and do the best for her, okay? And yeah, anyways, it's just like emotional stuff, right? So you want to capture those emotions from the fathers, from the mothers, when they're, maybe their son went to jail, or maybe they're a single mom and the groom's dad died when the groom was young. It's just a lot of emotions that hit them at this time, because marriage is huge. Marriage, it's really huge, guys. It's one of those things that just shows that you've accomplished something in life. You're getting married, you're settling down now, no more playing around. Well, most people don't no more playing around. It's just a huge moment in life. It's just celebrating love, right? So it's a lot of emotions that go through the parents, most of you guys won't understand unless you've let's say, what is that word? Unless you have a daughter or a son that has been married, maybe you understand. But honestly, as people, we don't understand something until we go through it, okay? So just me doing a lot of weddings, I've noticed that a lot of parents do cry and do get emotional, men and women alike, guys. So that's what I focus on. I focus on capturing those emotions, because those emotions, those facial expressions, those will separate my videos from the next filmmaker next door, because they're going to show that I'm capturing emotion. I'm capturing emotion because when you people react to emotions. Okay, so give them the emotions, they'll react to it. They will connect, because as humans, we are an emotional being, right? So you're going to react to emotions. So give them more emotions. So that way, when they feel a certain type of way, they're like, this filmmaker knows what he's doing. I want him to capture something like that for my wedding. So you don't really have to capture it, like make it cinematic or whatever. Just make sure you capture emotions. That's why you need to zoom up on their faces. And just like, if you get those tears, man, that's even amazing. So that's what I focus on for the mother-son, father-daughter dances. I focus on the emotions. I focus on the facial expressions, because it tells more. It shows more than any camera movement you can ever do, than any camera trick, any creative way you're going to shoot the thing. Just when you capture those emotions, they're going to explain a lot than whatever you're going to do with the gimbal or whatever, with the drone or whatever you want to do. So that's what I do for the father, son, daughter dance. So I set it up to where I can get the full body, medium, and then the close-up. But I focus mostly on the close-up so I can capture, those emotional moments. And usually I try to set the camera to where the background is there's a lot of depth in the background. There's a lot of depth in the background, because the more the depth, the more the background is going to be blurry. Okay, that's just how it is. And if there's lights in the background, they're just going to make amazing shot. I don't know if I have examples of this. I'll try and look in my archives and see if I can find something to show you guys, and I will add it in this section. But make sure you go under this section to the behind the scenes, and and check out me filming this part of the reception. Okay, guys, just look at how I maneuver, how I work, and get some skills, learn some skills, add to your skills, and you get more information. And also throughout this section, I'll probably put stuff in there that'll be helpful to you guys. So that's just how I film it. But I just focus on the emotions because I'll use that for my highlight videos. So that's that, guys. Let's move on to the next topic, which is the toasts and speeches, guys.